Welcome back to another episode of Had to Be There. This is episode number 5. We appreciate all of our faithful listeners. If you are one of them, know that we are thinking of you and we thank you. So, hope you enjoy this one. This episode, like all episodes, is brought to you by our media partner in crime, Furry Turkey. You can check out their website, the Had to Be There merch, and a bunch of other fun stuff at furryturkey.com. Also at furryturkey.com, you can find the Candy Collection, Daddy Dirt's tattoo-inspired clothing line. We released a new summer tee that's tie-dye with a very cool sugar skull on it, and we hope you all enjoy it this summer while you're cranking some beers out in the summer heat. This episode is also brought to you by Board at Work. You can visit boardatwork.shop for Mommy Mike's skateboard-inspired clothing. Throw some fun t-shirts and hoodies on when you're going and shredding the cement and catch that cement wave. Pop some ollies, do some nollies. I don't know, whatever floats your boat. Or maybe you just like Tony Hawk Pro Skater and you like the t-shirts and you go and buy some. Check it out, boardatwork.shop. But anyways, hope you enjoy this episode. I'm not going to lie. This intro is very hard to record because my house smells like banana muffins and they smell damn delicious. And now I'm going to have to go crank like 12 of them down into my little belly. All right. Peace out.
Shut up and sit down.
Daddy Dirt and Mommy Mike present Had to Be There podcast.
Alright, good?
Yeah.
It's Suck and Fuck Sunday. There you go. That's it.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Had to be there. Episode 5.
5 on the new stuff.
Yep. The OG stuff
It's
is
been
all
a good
TBD.
ride. You know, it's been a good ride.
Yep. We've enjoyed having you
Yeah.
with us while you've had us, and this will be our last episode ever. And no, just kidding. We're doing this till we die, whether you listen or
I
not.
love how we always just sabotage it right at the beginning. This is the last one you're ever going to hear from us. So.
Even the way that we just posted on social media, it's like, well, like the other day, Dave Chappelle came out with a YouTube video and go, "Hey, after you're done watching Dave Chappelle's video, you can maybe check this one out." But for sure, watch Chappelle's first because it's way more important. Because it was.
But ours going to be the same.
You didn't watch that yet, I bet. No, you got to watch it. It's really good.
Well, so what is it about?
It's about all the shit that's been going on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like all the protests and stuff.
Yeah,
He's just such a like introspective, reflective guy where it just
Yeah.
he's just so smart.
Well,
I respect his opinion more than the majority of people that are.
Well,
out
he's
there.
got to be pretty cultured, right? He's been doing this for a very long time. He's been around a lot of shit.
Mhm.
He did things in terms of comedy where it was way over the borderline of like him doing the white supremacist stuff, like the black white supremacists, like all that stuff. So he's gone through the negative backlash.
Dude, he's just fucking funny. Like
Yeah.
that's all he is. Like even when he's not being funny, he's finding a way to be funny.
Yeah.
Like it was a really heavy topic to talk about, but he was doing jokes throughout it. Like it wasn't like this weird like monologue type deal.
Right.
Wasn't like Mommy Mike on a soapbox type deal, you know? It was very organic, natural. It was a bunch of people like gathered to see him outdoors, and I think it was in Ohio. Like it was just it was a cool scene.
Yeah, I want to listen to it.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Yeah, it's one of those things that like it'll be a part of the history books.
You think?
Yes, 100%.
How so?
It's just it'll
So
be
is it
looked
like
back
him
as
sitting as an interview and then
he's on stage in front of a crowd sitting on a stool, and he has got a notebook, he's got some notes, he looks at it a few times, smoking a cigarette, he's got his red Solo cup, probably some type of drink in it. And it's just he's doing a comedy show,
Right.
but it's not all shits and giggles.
Right.
There's some heavy serious moments in it, but he makes it in a way where it's like it's still, I don't know. There's deep, heavy moments in it, but it's just Chappelle. Like I don't even know how to explain it. You just have to watch it.
It'd be
It's just
interesting to
really
watch
good.
it. Yeah, it sounds
And
good.
it's a great perspective.
Yeah.
on everything.
Yeah, that's why I've liked to listen to Joe throughout some of this stuff too, because he's got a very healthy perspective about a lot of different things. So it's interesting to hear, you know, you have Brendan who's got his opinions about COVID, and you got
And it's not very educated.
yeah, and but he's got his opinions.
Yeah.
Do I think that they're that far off? No, but at the same time, they're pretty aggressive for what's going on. And then there's other things they take more of a middle of the road approach. But yeah, Joe's got that's why I like listening to him. He's got a pretty healthy perspective on what's going on.
Yeah, I wonder how many people look to him to form their opinion. Because that's dangerous too. If you're looking, if you're just basing your opinion solely off of, take the names out of it, but off of a podcast.
Yeah.
Like even if it's a news-based podcast, if you're just listening to that one, shouldn't be forming your opinions off of that.
Right.
But I know I'm the same where it's like I look forward to hearing Joe's perspective on it because I know it's kind of similar to my own.
Yep.
And it kind of guides me down that way of if you're not thinking about it already, it kind of opens that door for you. But it is kind of dangerous if that's like the only source you're going to.
Yeah, I think when I've listened to Joe or when I've changed my opinion on things or tried to think about it from a different sided perspective, it's been listening to some of the perspective that he has, because a lot of times it's so middle of the road where it's like I would probably pick a side on some of these topics he ends up talking about, whereas he stays pretty level. So I think that's where I found more where you try to listen to two horrible examples, Fox News and CNN. You get the unhealthy perspective on either side, and then you try to decipher what the middle is. It's pretty hard to decipher on your own. You have to hear a couple other people who are also in the middle.
Yeah.
You know?
That makes sense.
Yeah. Because I think, like we've talked about, like my perspective's changed on a lot of things. I think part of it is listening to some healthier perspectives.
Well, yeah, because Joe too has a lot of different perspectives on his podcast. So even if you're not nuts about his perspective, you can get. He does have a lot of different people on there to share different opinions and stuff. Where that's like even just not take opinions or whatever outside of it, topics. Like even hunting.
Yeah.
His podcast has got me a lot more into hunting than I probably would have ever been before.
Yeah, and he's super educated about a lot of those different things that he brings on for different topics. He's very educated, so you can have an educated conversation. He can push both sides. Hunting, I guess there is two sides to hunting, but whether you agree with it or not. But yeah, he brings on people who have both sides of the perspective that he's pretty well educated about. It'd be pretty hard to listen to somebody who's not educated at all and then just asking interview questions. It's like, okay, well, we know you don't have an opinion because you're just an interviewer and you're just asking questions that are just asking questions, or questions for question's sake.
Yeah.
That's why I like listening to him a lot, because he doesn't ask questions for question's sake. It's like, no, I'm asking you because I'm actually genuinely interested, that's what I really like.
That's mainly like 50% of my conversations in life, just like asking a question and be like, oh, I just need to keep this conversation going. I just want to go home. But how are your kids?
Dude, small talk is such a weird thing to think about.
I suck at it.
It's so weird to think about, though. You sit there and you ask questions, and 10 seconds later, you won't remember what that person said.
Oh, even we were at dinner the other night, and I couldn't wait for you to show up because couldn't make small talk.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, how's the family? Are you seeing anyone? How's work? I'm just so bad at it.
Yeah, it's so...
When you haven't seen someone for a while, it's just like,
right.
It's hard. Like, I just suck at it. Like,
Yeah.
that's not a character trait that I possess, where it's just like,
Right.
I was like dying for you to show up to like
Jumped into it
just bounce
hard.
off. Yep.
Right when I jumped in hard.
Yeah.
Like, oh, let's build you up. Let's talk about your tattoos, and I'm going to break you down. When are you moving home? When are you moving back?
Kid's got to move home. I miss that kid so much.
Yeah,
It was
I
so
do
good to
too.
see him.
Yeah, I think, I don't know when that'll happen. I got a pretty good feeling it'll happen at some point.
Oh yeah,
I really do.
at some point it will.
Yeah.
Or we'll all move to Texas.
Oh gosh, what a dream!
I can't wait. Dude.
What a dream that would be.
Can't wait.
What a dream that would be.
Oh.
I think we all should.
Yeah. We kind of jumped right in there. I was looking for a slower start, but we dove right in, and I'm not really sure where we got to or what we wanted to start with, but we're having a hell of a Sunday fun day. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm a few Bud Lights in. I'm having a good time, and Sunday fun day is rolling, dude.
sometimes we start Sunday Fun Day on this podcast. We've already we started a while ago.
we're like kind of done with Sunday fun day, and we're wrapping it up with the podcast. Not because we want to, but because we got to work tomorrow.
Yeah, if I didn't have to go to work, man, wouldn't that be nice? Isn't that it? No, isn't that gonna be nice?
Yeah.
When we just have to podcast on Sunday. When we just podcast on Sunday, and then, oh, what are you doing tomorrow? I don't know.
Posting it.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Are you going? Oh, you're not going to work? What are you doing? I don't know. I'm going to sit at the beach.
I'm gonna go sit.
I'm going to go drive around. Where are you going? Nowhere. Just going to drive.
What are you doing? Nothing.
I'm going to go to the gas station, maybe pick up some snacks. I'll probably just go home.
Some jerky and some runts.
Yeah.
And a little Mountain Dew Code Red.
How gross. Okay, looking back on when we grew up, how gross is pop now?
Dude, I used to eat so much sugar.
Yeah.
I'd have like 3, 4, 5 Dr. Peppers a day, a bag of Chewy Sprees a day. My snack break would be a bag of barbecue chips and a cookie and a Dr. Pepper, full bottle. Disgusting.
That's insane.
Think what
to think
we
about.
did to our bodies. Now, if I did that today, I'd be dead tomorrow.
Yeah, I wouldn't feel good.
I
I feel
can't
like I
even-
just drank.
I can barely have like 3 beers and a brownie before bed
I'd feel like I just drank.
without getting heartburn.
Yeah. After you eat like that, when I can tolerate more than the average person can for sugar. But after you,
because you're diabetic.
yeah. So when I decide to do that, I just pump myself full of insulin because I know what's gonna happen the next
Yeah, and you just
day.
ride it out the next 3 days.
But seriously, thinking about that,
Dude, why don't I poop on boys' weekends? Speaking of diets, something's
pooped-
wrong there. Something's wrong.
yeah. How many times did you poop on Monday?
3.
I think I only did twice. I usually poop like 6 after a boys' weekend.
Yeah. Oh, I had like 2.5, if I'm being
Dude,
honest.
you know what I think it is, and you're gonna totally disagree with me. It's the Bud Light, dude. It's plugging you out.
Oh no, I agree with that. 100%,
I don't drink-
that's the only variable because I don't eat that different on
Yeah.
boys' weekends.
It's the Bud Light
Yeah.
because I didn't drink
Uh-huh.
any Bud Light. I felt pretty good.
Yeah. But even before I started drinking Bud Light, I think it's just booze
Yeah,
for me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just depends on what it is.
Because I always had that problem. Just clogs me up.
You don't bring any more Metamucil anymore, though. I understood you graduated from that because you realized it wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, it didn't help.
Yeah,
But
didn't do
remember my
shit.
fiber beers that I'd make?
Yeah, didn't
before
do
bed?
anything.
Pouring some Benefiber into a Bud Light right before bed.
Just backs you up. Gets the system working even harder than it should be. Backs you
Yeah.
up even more.
You live and you learn, man.
Hmm.
How can you innovate if you don't try new things? I'm an innovator.
good point.
I was trying to make a fiber beer.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Did it work? No, it did not.
Well, maybe you need to start drinking something else then. If you're trying to innovate.
No, see, Bud Light makes me feel great during the day. It just plugs me up a little bit the next day. But
Maybe
that's okay.
Maybe you need to graduate to the golden nectar.
I felt great this last boys' weekend.
Yeah.
No issues.
I felt pretty good.
I
After
was
we were done,
exhausted on Monday? Yes, 100%. But really wasn't hungover either day.
Yeah. Oh, I told you I slept Sunday, Monday night, slept 10 hours both nights, and I don't sleep that much ever.
Yeah.
10 hours both nights and zonked out, like couldn't stay awake.
I slept for an hour on the way home, 2 hours when I got home, and then like 8, 9 hours overnight.
Yeah.
Exhausted.
Do you think we lose years off of our life
Oh,
after a while?
100%, dude. 100%.
And it's 100% worth it.
Yeah.
It's 100% worth
Yeah.
it.
We went up to a cabin. I mean, granted, Friday night we went out on a boat ride, went around the lake, had a bonfire, looked up at the stars. I kind of went in the lake, half in, half out, whatever.
Almost
drowned. You guys wouldn't have saved me if I did, so fuck you. But Saturday, we didn't go near the lake. We went out on the deck, not the dock, the deck. Didn't go near the lake. Did not go out to the backyard by the lake. Hung out, actually, not even out on the deck. We had breakfast on the deck, had a few drinks on the deck. Then we migrated to the garage. Spent the entire Saturday day, Saturday afternoon, Saturday night in the garage. Is there a living room in the garage? Yes. For some reason, there's a couch and chairs in there, TV. Feels like a living room. But it's a garage. And we spent all day there. All fucking day, dude. Didn't leave.
Hey, hang on though. Didn't help that you were gone for an hour when it takes 30 minutes total to get to and from the liquor store. Didn't help.
We
Hey, didn't help
browsed
our
for a
cause.
while, dude.
Hey, didn't help our cause.
We browsed for
Didn't
a
help our
while.
cause.
Browsed for a while.
It would have been nice if you guys would have come back. We would have had at least one person in the entire group that would have been able to drive the boat.
Why? What would that have made a difference? You guys were making lunch.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. You're talking about we didn't even go on the. Well, we didn't go to the water. Well, we could have.
Because we left for an hour, and you guys get hammered while we're gone. You guys were fucked up before we left. You can't blame this on us. And we brought back reinforcements. We brought back more booze for you guys. And you guys are blaming not going on the lake
Yes.
because of us?
Yep.
Hey, we were out of booze, so what the fuck were you guys drinking when we were gone? Sambuca?
We were drinking something. I remember my hand wasn't empty.
Must have been Sambuca,
My
because
hand
we had
wasn't
nothing
empty.
else, because that's what we had to go to the store for,
Dude, that
apparently.
is wild to think about how much we drank.
And on the way up, we go, oh, let's just stick with a 12-pack and a 6-pack, because we always buy way too much and never end up drinking it.
That was a lot. And didn't ever feel like it was.
No,
On other weekends?
we were all very well behaved.
Yeah, like on other
despite
weekends.
the consumption.
Other weekends I would have been like, oh nope, I'm gonna pass away from drinking drinking how much we did. On other weekends I'm like, nope, I can't drink the next day. I'm out. I'm
Mhm.
not drinking the entire day. We lasted the entire day.
That's the problem with going up on Friday morning, because we drink all day Friday then, as soon as we get up there.
Yeah. And we still drank a lot on Friday.
Yeah.
I mean, it was still.
We took a break during the cast, though. We just had some whiskey
on Friday. I mean, it's Saturday.
on Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't feeling 100%.
No.
I woke up at like 6 feeling real hungover. Went back to bed. Woke up at like 9 when you came in playing Cardi B. Best alarm clock ever. I was feeling pretty good by then.
Yeah.
I was ready to start having a tequila sunrise.
Yeah, I think I think you do have to hop back on it. If you try to sit for, like, if we would have gone shooting, I don't think we would have hopped back on it as hard as we did.
No.
Definitely not.
No.
We would have got back like, oh, should we get a cooler and like go out on the boat and like have a couple of drinks and then whatever. We definitely would have hit that hard.
Old bitch forgets his gun. Or
We
doesn't.
were-
Well, to be fair, didn't tell him to bring it, but didn't
kind of an
bring it.
assumption.
Kind of an assumption. Didn't bring it. We get him a gun. After giving him shit for not bringing his gun, we're
Yeah.
like, hey, Dad, can you bring up an extra shotgun for Ginner? Because he forgot his.
Yeah.
Don't know what's going on with this guy. And then wake up Saturday, go. We're all sitting around, have a tequila sunrise, eating breakfast, going, probably not going shooting, huh?
And then sat there for another 3 hours until Big Dog showed up. And then we go,
J-Bone texts me at like 11. He goes, hey, let me know when you're done shooting. I go, oh, yeah, didn't go shooting. Come over whenever. Started drinking an hour ago.
and then Big Dog shows up and we go, should we go to the garage? And then sat in the garage
Yep.
for the next 12 hours.
Yep. As soon as you iced him,
Yeah.
we went out to the garage and sat out there for the rest of the night until we were all ready to go to bed.
Yeah.
Falling asleep in the garage on the furniture that's in the garage for some reason. Why is there a couch in the garage, dude? Why?
Yeah, wait, what is that furniture for?
Oh, it's just outdoor furniture. I don't know.
But it's never been out.
No. Well, they just got it. Like my mom's cousin was moving and they were getting rid of it and no one bought it. So like, here, take this. So they just got this couch and chair and they just put it in the garage.
I'm not upset with it.
No, I like it. It's a
Yeah.
nice setup, but it's in the garage. It's a living room in the garage. Hey, put a bar in there because don't park cars in there anymore because there's furniture in there and a TV, a dog kennel, a fridge, a dartboard. Hey, put a bar in there. Don't park cars in there. That's your motto. Let's party.
That's a good point. I'm trying to think of the last time we just sat inside. Never.
Never.
It's always in the garage.
Unless we're playing
Always.
a game.
Yeah. Yeah, like at the end of the night, we're
Yeah.
playing a game. But other than that, we're never inside.
Garage or lake.
Yeah, we're going inside to grab something to eat.
That bonfire ripped Friday night, though.
That was a long fire.
Yeah.
We sat out there for a long time.
Yeah, I love a good bonfire. I can't wait. Wife was saying I'm going to bonfire pit for out in the driveway. Going to do one every night.
Is that going to feed kind of like into your like arsonist tendencies? Or
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like why you like fires.
Going to have a bonfire every night.
Whether it's in your garage.
Hey, why are you painting me out to be this serial killer, dude? Just finished season 1 of You for the 3rd time last night. Amazing.
Oh, serial killer.
Best show ever.
Serial killer.
Best show ever.
How do you watch it that many times?
Well, I
know
was
what's gonna happen.
I was rewatching it this time with the wife.
Yeah. But you know what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
And it's the 3rd time.
It's a good show, dude.
I couldn't watch that show more than once. I got it. I get what the whole scenario is. I got it. I don't need to watch it again. I don't need to try to get into his mind. I got it. I figured it out.
Yeah. It's a creepy show. I understand that, but I don't think it's that creepy. It's just like a good show. You know what's a creepy show? America's Next Top Model. That show's creepy as fuck.
Don't watch that show.
I watch it every once in a while with the wife. It's her new favorite show. And by new, I mean it's been on forever.
Yeah, it's been on for a little
We finally bundled Hulu with our ESPN Plus. So I was like, oh, it's pretty much free since we have this for the UFC, and then we got Disney Plus. So it's like Hulu's just like part of it. So she finally has new episodes. But before that, she was just watching the on-demand ones or whatever like Amazon Prime had. So she was watching America's Next Top Model from like 2002 on repeat.
And you go, what are those grains of sand on the camera? What are those grains of sand that I'm watching? Because the video is so bad. You notice that?
Yeah.
When you watch it?
Yeah.
It looks terrible.
It's so low quality.
Yeah.
But also, models, not that attractive.
Yeah, we could go down a deep road talking about that. That whole industry is
They're all
fucked.
just unique looking, which I get, but they're not like attractive.
Oh, and a lot of them are unhealthy in terms of how skinny they are.
So bony.
Yeah, there's no way that's healthy.
Uh-uh.
There's no way. Hey, I'm all about the thick boy movement.
Yep.
Make
Triple
'em
C.
thick.
You
Make
might
'em
like those double D's, but I like those
thick.
triple C's.
Yeah, make 'em
THI triple
But
C thick,
When
dude.
did that ever become like the whole, they talk about the whole all of them talk about the whole like Barbie movement and how that gave girls an unrealistic view of what the female figure should
Barbie
look
come
like.
out in like the 70s?
Yeah, like the female figure should look like. Hey, when were models who are 6'3" supposed to be 100 pounds? When did that become the image of a female figure?
Why was Barbie even like a perfect figure? It's not curvy.
But you know what I'm saying, right? Yeah, exactly. But they created that image.
Yeah. Wait, but that's not what people want. They want some curves.
Yeah, it's so weird, dude. It's so weird. And what normal person is wearing those clothes that fit a stick thin person?
Yeah.
Oh, so you made up.
Yeah, we want you to look like it's a clothes on a hanger.
Hey, we want you to be a 6 from your neck down. Hey, we want you to be a size 2 from your neck down.
Forehead though, okay to be a 12.
Yeah. Hands, okay to be 17.
Braces optional.
Yeah. You're right though. A lot of them are very unique looking. Very unique, not attractive, just very unique.
Yeah.
Very unique look.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a bizarre world.
Apparently she's watching this co-ed episode now, or co-ed season. So all the male models are getting down and dirty with the female models.
Or they're getting down and dirty with each other.
It seemed like it was co-ed mixed for the most part.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a weird world. It's a weird world.
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time enunciating.
Dude, we should bring back Real World.
Okay, explain, please.
The show.
Yeah, I got it. But what about it?
Bring it back.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know how else to
I think
explain
you're saying
it
like
to you.
you and I should bring it back. Like, what are we gonna bring back?
I-
Hey, what are you and I bringing back?
But okay, let me rephrase it.
Yeah.
They should bring back. the
Yeah,
real
thank
world.
you. We should bring it back. With who? Who? You and I and lady and wife? Oh, that'll be sweet.
Yeah, let's just film each other hanging out.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. Like Big Brother sitting in the townhouse. Yeah, that'll be cool. Yeah, no, okay, I get it. I would agree.
Next couples weekend, let's do Big Brother. Let's just put up secret cameras everywhere and not tell
Hey,
anyone.
how did they find those? I get that they did interviews, but how did they find those people on Big Brother? Like the most
some of it was like celebrities or like other people that were like on past reality shows.
the
at
most
some point.
unique groups of people.
Well,
Like
yeah.
you couldn't have found some people that clashed more
Well,
than
yeah,
those
that's
people that
why
were on that
it was
show.
all auditions. You got to mix and match.
So crazy.
Yeah,
You found the
or like Survivor.
that show is still going on.
Is it?
Yes. I feel like we've talked about this. It's still going on.
Yeah.
Why?
Or like one of my favorite reality shows, Catch a Predator.
Serial killer.
Is Survivor actually still on?
Serial killer. Yeah. Yeah, it is.
You
You told me this.
You are the child
No,
predator.
you told me this. You told me
I
that
did?
Survivor was still on.
I tell you things all the time. I could have been making it up. You're. Please don't tell me you're spreading the news that I'm telling you.
No,
I
but
lie,
why-
dude.
but
I lie
why-
all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
I thought we were better friends than that.
Nope, I lie to you every day.
But you were the one who told me
When?
last weekend. I'm pretty sure we've talked about this on
Dude,
the podcast.
We just got done talking about last weekend. Do you think I was in any mindset to talk about reality TV show statistics?
No. Yeah, you're right. No, you were in no mindset. Yeah, I mean, took you an hour to get to the liquor store and back. So you're right.
I
You were in
wasn't
zero
driving, dude.
Yeah. Well, thank God. Hey, thank God for everyone else on the road that has to deal with you driving. How about you saying, "Hey, dude, when we left dinner the other night, did you pass that cop?" Yeah, dude, I was in front of you. Yep.
I was.
Yeah, no, dude, I was in front of you.
I felt bad not calling you because I was like, oh, I should have warned Reese about.
Hey, dude,
that.
that white car that was in front of you, the one that you see frequently every weekend, that car that looks like mine, yeah, that was actually me. That was me in front of you. You didn't know
I
that.
thought for sure you were like taking your sweet time getting out of there.
No.
Because I was the only one that parked in the parking lot.
Don't know what you were doing. It took you a long time to
Well, I
get
had
out
to
of
go
there.
check in, so I parked in the real parking lot. You guys all parked on the street like a bunch of peasants.
You gotta check your car in?
Yeah, I had to valet,
Over in the parking
dude.
lot?
I had to valet, dude. No, you had to check in at the restaurant to get a table. They took my phone number for tracking purposes to make sure that we don't spread the COVID, dude. And you guys all snuck in the back door.
Wow.
I'm going to take the rap if anyone gets sick now.
Wish you would have told me that. Probably wouldn't have shown up.
You did show up.
No, but if you would have told me they were tracking you, it wouldn't have shown up.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm glad that you didn't just honk and keep going.
How about we thought Big Dog and his wife went home, all the way home, which is another 25 minutes away.
Oh, at
We go,
least.
oh, they're gone. They went home. Then they show back up. Where were you guys? Oh, we were getting we were getting the wife a sweatshirt.
But hey, gone long enough that they could have gone to their house and back.
They could have parked where they went and walked,
Yeah.
and they still would have made it in time.
Yeah. What were they doing?
Grabbing a sweatshirt.
Oh,
Seriously,
here's
though.
my childhood bedroom. Remember when we lived here? Oh, let's kiss a little bit.
Didn't they? Yeah, they lived
Yeah,
there.
they
Didn't
lived there
they?
for a long time. Well, their house was being built.
Must be nice.
No,
Must be nice having a house and stuff.
dude, I bet you can't wait to get at least a townhouse at the very least.
No, I'm definitely graduating. I'm going straight from apartment to a house, like a real house. You know, I don't want to be like some of our friends who just have a town.
No, what you should say is like, oh, I don't want just a house.
No,
dude.
no.
I want a villa.
Hey, you know what I realized is like, hey,
Listen to me, damn
what-
it.
I am. Went in one ear, out the other. So I listened while it was in my head, and then I let it go. When you say should have said,
Fuck my
But I
sucking dick, dude.
But I didn't. But I didn't say that. So I shouldn't have said anything. I just didn't say that. Didn't want to.
Pissed me off.
Yeah, good.
Pissed
Good.
me off.
I'm glad we're back.
Pissed me off.
You know what we
dude.
need to do before we leave, though?
This is what I wanted today, dude.
At least
This is
you-
what I want. We've been too focused. You know what our fucking intern said to me the other day? I was hanging out with her yesterday. She goes, "Yeah, I've listened to a few episodes. They sound really good, and I like it. But like, I just prefer podcasts that like are focused on like one topic. This jumps around and go. I go, oh, stop right there. Not for you. Keep going, because we're not focused. And you know what? The last week, focused.
Did you tell her, hey, we don't pay you to have an opinion. You just work the sound.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep. I said, hey, not for you. Don't listen then. Because we're not focused.
Yeah, you don't
dude.
have to listen.
We're not focused. Every
No.
once in a while, like last week, we'll be focused. But
Yeah.
when it's just me and you,
It's kind of uncomfortable.
dude, that's what I was saying. We need an off the rails podcast. We've
Yeah.
been too focused lately.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? We focus from Monday through Friday.
This is Sunday fun day, mother.
Yeah. Friday afternoon till Sunday.
Yeah.
Not focused. We focus all week. I want to let my mind go a little bit.
We need a Sunday fun day t-shirt, dude.
Yeah.
With a fucking ice cream sundae with sprinkles
Dude,
on it.
I have something to say. I'm going to pee my pants.
Go.
Okay, great. Keep everybody entertained. Your small brain.
I'll just do ads.
I don't even want to know what you're going to do ads about.
I'm going to do ads about everything, especially Bluetooth.
Do 4th of July ads, though. 'Cause we
Okay.
need people to start buying some
Oh,
4th of July
yeah.
merch.
Okay. Enjoy your urine. 4th of July merch coming to furryturkey.com. We're doing a candy collection t-shirt. Be a cool sugar skull with American flag themed accoutrements to it. And we're going to do a board at work at boardatwork.shop or furryturkey.com shirt. Probably do a few different shirts with American flag themes. Do a Madonna shirt and maybe some new stuff. But go check out boardatwork.shop and furryturkey.com for the candy collection and the board at work collection. And then we're going to do some Furry Turkey and Had to Be There stuff too. So look for some specific to this podcast merch or some Lemmy merch. Lemmy the Platypus, our Furry Turkey sponsor, our partner in crime. We'll maybe throw an American flag bandana on that dude and let you shoot off some Lemmy fireworks on the 4th of July. But go check those out. Some fun t-shirts. And buy them. You buy them, we'll ship them, and then you rip them, dude. That's what we're talking about.
I'm back.
Daddy
Shut
Dirt's
your mouth.
Daddy
I'm
Dirt's
back.
back.
I'm back. I have a question for you as I was going to the bathroom. So, when you said that my shirt looks cool, what you actually wanted to say was, or what I think you were thinking was, man, I'm kind of jealous.
Yeah. Well, one, I'm jealous, but two is kind of like when you see a girl at a bar and she looks nice, but you don't want to be like, hey, you're attractive. You just want to like make it about her accessories. Your tits look so nice in that Zelda t-shirt that I had to compliment you.
And then you were like,
I was like, oh, I can't tell him that his tits look nice because his heavy tits are looking really nice. But so I was just like, oh yeah, man, I really like your t-shirt.
you're like, oh, I wish I filled out that shirt like that.
Oh yeah, I wish my tits were that heavy.
Hey, a link.
I am jealous though. In all honesty,
a
though.
Link to the Past.
Yep.
Link is a character in Zelda.
Yep. That's the name of one of his games.
Yeah, I got that. Thanks,
Yep.
I got that.
What's the one I have?
I don't know.
I think I have a remake of that one.
As your bones crack off your body.
I have the remake of Link's Awakening on the Switch.
What's the first one that ever came out?
I
Was
think it
this
might be
one?
that one. Well, Link's Awakening might be it too, though. That's the remake I have. Because the first one ever was on like Game Boy or Super Nintendo or something.
What was the first one on N64?
Ocarina of Time. That was like that's my favorite by
That
far.
might be
I
one of the
can't
best
wait
games
for them
ever.
to remake that.
That might be
one.
one of the best games
Yeah.
ever.
And Majora's Mask was on N64 too. That one was pretty good, but Ocarina of Time, especially for that time, it was so open world. Like
Yeah, that's a good point.
it's such a good game, especially when you think about that time.
It was so open world that you just would call the horse to you and then ride around because you
Yeah.
didn't know what else the fuck to do.
Yeah, like there is no rhyme or reason to what you were doing. Like
No.
it was very hard to figure out. I remember I was playing that game and I was like 8. I couldn't figure out how to find the sword or the shield to like get out of the Kokiri like village into the forest because you need to get the weapons to pass the little kid that's blocking your way to move on to the game.
Yeah.
I just dicked around in that area for like a month, and then I went over to my dad's friend's house and he had it and he was showing me how to play it, and he's like, oh yeah, you just go here and there. And then I was like, oh, I would have never figured that out as an 8-year-old.
Oh, we got out of that.
I probably wouldn't figure it out now.
Like, we got the sword and shield. I'm dead serious. The only thing I would do is call the horse, and then I'd go to the little horse farm, and I'd jump over fences. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I would do, because I didn't know what else to do.
Yeah, I was always jealous. I could never get past like a certain point of it. And when you get in the desert part of it, there's like all these mini games, like you can shoot bow and arrow, and that's how you get like the ice arrow and stuff. I could never get there. I
Didn't even know there was a desert.
I
land.
can't wait to start streaming some stuff. I'm terrible at video games, dude. You know what I'm pumped for though?
We're gonna be the only gamers that stream that are
just
the worst. You get people who watch just because people are really good. We're gonna be the worst.
Yeah. But I'm so pumped for it.
yeah.
And especially the Switch allegedly coming out with Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, and Mario Galaxy all remade on the Switch. Hey,
Dude, you love the Switch.
dude, I love Mario games like that, and I love Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah.
I love those like adventure games.
I like the banjo. I like Banjo-Kazooie.
Those are my jam. The
Yep.
adventure games, level to level progression, just basic movements, not like shoot 'em up games. I
Yep.
like the shoot 'em up games, but I'm terrible at them. So like,
Well,
I
the fact
like
that you
hate-
call them shoot 'em up games, everyone knows you suck at them. Oh, you mean first person shooter games?
yeah.
Oh yeah, the shoot 'em up games.
Well, even like not they're not all first person shooters. Like a lot of them on the Switch and stuff are like your third person. Like, but it's like it's like a platforming game, but it's all about like killing things.
yeah.
I just like I don't thrive in that environment.
Or are you talking about cowboy games where you walk down the main street and then you shoot the sheriff because you're an outlaw? The shoot 'em up games.
Yeah, shoot 'em up games. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you.
Yeah, no, everyone knows. Everyone knows.
But
We're
I'm
both
pumped for
terrible at
them
video
for there to be some more platformer games.
Yeah.
Though I feel like those are fun to stream too, because you kind of just chill, play through the levels.
Yeah, it's a lot more to sit and watch type game. Whereas like the games we're gonna be playing, other than maybe we stream Call of Duty every once in a while. I'm terrible at it.
Oh! You want to see terrible? Just wait, dude. Wait till you see me live action shoot 'em up, dude.
And some of the people you play against, because it's cross
Cross-pollinated.
it's a cross-pollinated game.
Are you playing against PCs and stuff? Or?
Yes. It's some of the people are so good, it's not even fun.
Isn't that what Fortnite doesn't allow PCs to play against other people, right?
It's could it be unfair?
Yeah.
Because there's so many
Why
things
doesn't COD do that?
because there's only limited controls.
Oh.
But I think on Fortnite, because you're building, there's unlimited controls. You can make quick keys and stuff like that. It's unfair to play against
The
another
new
person.
COD has gotten good reviews, hasn't it?
Oh, it's so
Because they
awesome.
have new seasons and stuff, and it's like really diverse.
So they open up new things. So like
Yeah.
when they first came out with it, it was
Is
trios.
it kind of like Fortnite then?
No. Well, in terms of like it's a map.
Yeah.
It's a world, right? But it's
Uh-huh.
defined.
Okay.
But so is Fortnite. I mean, Fortnite. It's not truly.
But it's not like
open
that
world.
Tarkov game where it's like
No,
real open
no,
world,
not
yeah.
at all. That one's like impossible. I can't
We
even
have-
comprehend.
We
it.
have to have J-Bone stream that with us.
Yeah.
He says it takes so much computing power, though. We're going to have to figure out how to do it. He doesn't think he can do it on his computer.
Seriously?
Yeah. Because it takes so much CPU. Like, you'd have to maybe set up like a second computer to figure out how to stream it.
Yeah, it's that game I can't even figure out. I can't even figure out what you're supposed to be doing. Whereas other games, they're just first-person shooter games. They're pretty easy to figure out. You're playing a battle royale.
The shoot 'em up games?
Yeah, the shoot 'em up. You're competing against other people. Whereas like Tarkov, you're competing against other people, but you have to fulfill things within each game. I don't even get it. I don't understand it at all, And I haven't spent the time to try to understand it.
Yeah.
And the game's been in beta for years.
Mm-hmm.
It's still in beta. The one that everyone's playing and streaming is beta.
I want to check out the streamer that he keeps recommending. That's Clean, K-L-E-A-N.
Yeah. The guy who used to be in the military.
Yeah.
He's an interesting guy to watch. It's
J-Bone played with him, too.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Is it J-Bone or J-Boner? I forget.
Same thing.
Excuse me.
So respectful.
So respectful.
Yeah.
So respectful.
What did I want to talk to you about last weekend that you did? And I didn't like it. It was before we got on here, and I told you I wanted to talk to you about it.
That I did last weekend?
Yeah. For a boys' weekend.
Did I feed you cookies?
No.
Take too long at the liquor store?
So happy we got cookies. I just love them.
I didn't really piss you off last week.
No, not
I thought
pissing
we were
me off.
kosher.
No,
I thought we were good.
No, we were kosher. There's something you did though that I wanted to bring up.
Oh,
Anyway.
was it when I fell in the lake?
No. We could revisit that. You kind of brushed past the fact that you almost drowned in the lake.
Yeah, you guys didn't even try to help me.
And then you get out of the lake.
I'm like,
and
help. Nothing. I go, okay, I'll just do this myself.
And then you get out and you go, and then we look back and you go, why are you naked? Oh, you're not naked, just wearing tan chinos.
Just wearing khakis.
Yeah, just wearing tan pants. You look like you're butt naked. What are you naked for in the lake by yourself?
Drop something.
Was the water? You said the water was like bath water.
Yeah, it wasn't that cold.
I wish we would have. We messed up, dude.
Dude, we didn't do anything.
No, we messed up though. You know what would have been the best to do with all that amount of guys?
Hobo shower?
Diapers, dude.
Oh yeah.
We messed up.
Yeah. Dude, we didn't do anything. It didn't even cross our mind. What happened? We started the day too late and started too fast.
Wait, too late?
We started real fast, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say we didn't
went
start
zero
too late.
we went zero, but when you go 0 to 100, we kind of started a little too late. Like we should have eased into it a little bit more, you know?
But why?
I don't know. If we want to do other things, I'm happy with the way it went.
So
I like the way it all shook out. Great UFC fights, by the way.
Yeah.
We haven't even talked about that.
Oh.
Sugar Sean, shout out, dude. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And Cody Garbrandt.
Garbrandt. Dude, it's Cody Garbrandt. Okay.
Dude, two of the best walk-off knockouts ever.
Yeah, Cody got the bonus.
Dude, we spoiled so many people that weekend watching that card.
I think Sugar Sean got fight of the night and Cody got knockout of the night. I'm
Really?
pretty sure, yeah. That was that card, like we were both saying on the way home, every person we wanted to win won.
Yeah.
Every single person.
Except Hooper, but
Eh.
it wasn't a terrible fight.
Eh.
Yeah.
Eh.
But it was a terrible matchup for him too.
Yeah.
That guy fighting a veteran like that.
Going out on a limb, and I'm talking about professional UFC fighters, and not throwing shade on him, just being honest with what he showed in that fight. One of the worst strikers.
Yeah. Yeah.
A Ben Askren type striker.
Yeah.
Yeah, very similar.
Yeah. But he's 18.
Yeah. So it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Legitimately doesn't matter because you see what Gaethje has done in the limited amount of time he's actually been striking.
Yep.
He's got a shit ton of time.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, and it was probably good for him to be exposed like that because now he's like, oh yeah,
I
gotta
have to
buckle up,
strike.
gotta work.
Like I have to strike.
Yep.
He has no
Yeah,
choice.
He'll be back. He'll
Yeah.
be good.
What weight division was that at? What weight division is he?
I don't even remember. I mean, he's skinny, like 135 maybe.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah.
Yeah. Sugar Sean's 135 too.
Sugar Sean looks good.
Yeah, he's filled out a lot.
Well, the thing is I think.
I hope he doesn't fight Cody next. I hope he gets one more build-up fight.
Because Cody's got a lot of experience, but Cody's way smaller than he is.
Yeah.
Than Sugar Sean is.
Well, that's the thing. Sean is so tall and lanky.
Yeah, he's like the guy that's in Khabib's camp. That's real
Zabit?
lanky. Yeah, Zabit.
Yeah.
Real skinny. But real lanky.
They just booked Zabit versus Zaire Rodriguez. Yair Rodriguez.
Or Yair Rodriguez.
Yeah, Rodriguez. Yeah.
Yair
Yair Rodriguez. No, I was confusing Zabit and Yair. Yeah, Yair Rodriguez. They just booked that, and they're saying that's like 5 years in the making where these two need to face off.
I feel like I can't picture Yair Rodriguez's face.
Zabit didn't look great in his last fight, if I remember right.
Yeah.
He looked a little just like kind of out of it, little just slow.
Because he does some funky shit when he's in the octagon. Like,
and maybe it was just a weird matchup. I forget who was fighting, but
yeah. I also listened to somebody talk about Woodley's last fight. I know we talked a little bit about Woodley's last fight.
Yeah.
And how maybe everyone's just caught up to Woodley. But, like, what does he do? Is he done? What does he do? I mean, he sat out for so long. What does he do?
I mean, they could, if Leon Edwards doesn't fight anyone, they could make that fight still. Because that's who is supposed to originally fight.
Yeah.
But Burns and Usman are fighting. That has been announced. Did you know that?
Oh, yeah. Dana just announced that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think that's for July or September.
11th. July 11th.
July 11th.
Yep. Who is that? Is fight week the 4th of July, or is it the week after?
I feel like it's going to be that July 11th date.
Yeah.
But
they better have some good fights on the 4th of July.
Yeah. Who knows?
I mean, I guess if everything was normal,
Connor might be fighting Poirier or
they said Tony's
Ferguson.
They said Tony's not out of the realm of possibility for him to fight.
But they're like, Connor can't make the money that he wants to make until there's a crowd.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of the reason why he probably quote unquote retired, because he didn't
and
retire.
I think they're all getting frustrated because the UFC can't pay them the amount of money they want to get paid.
I mean, rightfully so. They're not getting as much money as they usually do.
Yeah.
No one's buying pay-per-views, and then without the live gate, they're not getting shit.
Yeah, right.
When they get the same from ESPN, regardless of how many pay-per-views are bought.
Yeah.
So
they can put on dog shit fights, and it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter how much you sell anymore.
Yeah. How long is that contract with ESPN?
I don't know.
Too long. Whatever it is too long.
No, the ESPN's doing a great job with building them up with all their marketing and stuff. It's a great partnership, but it's a poor pay-per-view model for the fighters.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The fighters are getting screwed.
But their deal with Reebok's fucking them over even more than ESPN
probably.
Because if they think about it, if you have a good merch sponsor,
think about how
every fighter can make as much as they want.
Think about how much Conor would be making every fight from just his sponsors if they could be sponsored by someone other than Reebok.
Yeah, but I get why the UFC doesn't have them sponsored by everyone.
I don't. Why?
If you're running that corporation, you don't want to have.
I get
a
it from
piece
the
of the
US.
pie.
I get it from the UFC.
Yeah,
standpoint.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but every other professional sport is athlete first or 50-50. The NBA is athlete first. The NFL has to be 50-50.
But in NBA, NFL, MLB, you all have to wear the same uniform.
Yes, but they're also getting a cut of everything that team makes.
Yeah.
The UFC's not getting shit from anything from the UFC. They're not getting money they make off of beer sales. They're not getting money. The NFLPA, the NBA.
That's the big problem.
Yeah,
they're
that's what
not
I'm
getting
saying.
To cut any of that. But the Reebok deal sucks, but it makes sense. They just need to have the fighters get a bigger part of it.
Right. From the UFC standpoint, it makes a shit.
But
ton
like
of sense.
having like the UFC having control of the uniform, having control of the kits, having control of the octagon. Like I get that
a big
from
corporate
a
guy over a big scumbag corporate guy.
I don't
here.
agree with it, but I get it.
Yeah, a big scumbag corporate guy.
I get it.
You know what? I'm on the fighter side. You're on the UFC side. Yeah, you and Dana White should be
suck my dick.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. You should. Yeah, you and Dana should work together.
We do, man.
It's sick.
He's actually throwing my 30th birthday party later this year.
Scumbag sellout, you are.
Scumbag Sally. That's what they called me in high school, man.
Insane.
God.
It should be more. It should be more like a real professional.
No, they
sport.
should be fighting for free.
If they want to make it like a true professional sport, they
Yeah.
need to have
Yeah,
they
I
need to
agree.
have a fighters association.
Yep. Well, that's what I'm thinking with Jones kind of stepping out, McGregor retiring,
Hey.
Ngannou's pissed,
Yeah.
Masvidal's not
Yeah.
getting paid what he wants. But those are the people that could start an association
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah, good. Hey, good representation from John Jones. Pretty good
Hey,
representative.
but when they've tried it before, it's been a bunch of low-level fighters. You
Yeah.
need the champions of the divisions to lead it.
Yeah, it's never gonna happen. But yeah.
No, but if now was it, and now is probably not the best time given the COVID situation. But if it was normal times and all these fighters were complaining about pay, it'd be the perfect time for Masvidal, McGregor,
Yeah. That's what they've been saying.
Jones. Yeah,
Any other time, renegotiate everything.
yeah,
But because they're not getting, the UFC's not making X amount of dollars because of COVID. That's why they can't renegotiate. But you know who I think should spearhead that?
Chuck Liddell.
No. Schaub. Schaub should be the head of the fighter association.
Him and Dana don't get along.
That's
at
the
all,
point.
though. Yeah,
The NBA, the NFLPA,
yeah.
those guys don't get along with Goodell.
I think Schaub's too free spoken right now, though. He couldn't. Which maybe I mean I get what you're saying.
'Cause
It'd
he
be-
doesn't
it
argue on the
wouldn't
fact
it
that
wouldn't be a bad thing.
He doesn't argue
But I
on
just
behalf
don't.
of the UFC.
I just feel like it wouldn't you know what I mean?
wouldn't get anywhere.
Yeah, it wouldn't get anywhere. Like
But with the fighters, it's not getting anywhere.
yeah, that's true.
So who do you have do it?
But yeah, he would be a good voice for him.
Yeah, he's a good voice.
Yeah,
in
and
terms
he's a good
of
businessman.
and-
Regardless of whatever anyone says about him, good businessman.
genius. Yeah.
Genius businessman.
Yeah. Okay, if you want to have a level-headed person who doesn't still throw his name in the mix in terms of being
Chris D'Elia.
yeah, you should be the head. Him and Brendan should run the Fighters Association.
Yeah.
No, if people weren't still throwing his name in the mix of fighting, George St. Pierre,
Yeah.
George
Yep.
St. Pierre and Brendan Schaub,
Yep.
and they run the Fighters Association.
Yeah. Firas Zahabi would be a good
Yeah.
person too in that
Yeah.
mix.
Yep.
Rogan, like,
Think about how weird that would be.
yeah.
Rogan goes, you know what? I'm getting paid by you guys. I'm employed by you guys, but I'm gonna go ahead and get
What
paid
about,
by
like,
the. I'm gonna
Boss-
go ahead and get paid by the fighters now.
What about like Boss Rude, Joe Schilling?
Yeah.
Like some of these like legacy guys that aren't necessarily part of the UFC, but like big in the fight community.
Mm-hmm. I just think Brendan brings. I think a fighter brings an interest because a lot of the guys on the. I think the big issue with some people on the NFLPA is some of the issues with some of the people that are on the NFLPA. They're not ex-players. Well, they don't have any stake in the game. They didn't play. They don't get. I mean, they care, right? They're fighting on behalf of the players, but they also don't know what it's like. Whereas if you get a couple ex-fighters, get some people that are pretty level-headed, smart business people. Maybe you get people that. Then you find a lawyer who kind of balances all that stuff out. Then you get some real negotiations going on.
Yeah.
Whereas now they can't do that. They can't do it because Reebok's involved. They can't do it because ESPN's involved. Whereas if this all happened beforehand, and all the you get a bunch of fighters that say the top level fighters go, "Nah, we're not doing this anymore.
Well,
You pay us or we're not doing it."
Yeah. If you think about it, I mean, barring the Corona situation, Cejudo's retired, Connor retired, Masvidal's out, Jones is out.
Usman doesn't, or not Usman.
Ngannou.
Ngannou doesn't want to
Ngannou
fight.
doesn't want to fight because he wants to fight Jones or for the belt.
Yep.
And I have a feeling. So they booked DC Stipe 3. I have a feeling they're both going to retire after that fight, regardless who wins. And then they're gonna make Ngannou Jones for the heavyweight championship, and they'll have the money to give Jones a little bone. Yeah. John's bones.
Jones, a little bones, Jones. Give John's a little bones,
and
Jones.
they'll pay Ngannou what he wants, and that will be a killer fight. But I think that's what happens. Who do you think has who do you think wins between Stipe and DC? In the trilogy. By the way, this is like I feel like this is our first trilogy of since we've been involved in the UFC.
Yep.
Like this is our first trilogy that we'll be experiencing.
Yeah, 'cause they haven't done many of them.
We've seen some rematches, but
Yep.
no.
But then
trilogies.
usually the rematch is like, okay, it's over.
Yep.
That's how it was supposed to go the first time.
Yeah.
I don't know if I remember much from the first two. Who won the first one? DC won the
DC
first
won
one,
the first
and Stipe
one,
won the
and
second.
then Stipe won the second one on body shots. And DC knocked Stipe out in the first one, and Stipe had just fought Francis like a month or two, like 2 months ahead of time. So they were saying like he took a lot of shots in the Francis fight and dominated him still wrestling, just held him down on the ground. But his chin was like nothing. And in the rematch, DC was hitting him and Stipe wasn't stopping, and then he started hitting him with a body shot and just boom, 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 like saw a weakness, and then DC just went down. So it'll be, and Stipe's had rest now, so he shouldn't be chinny or anything. DC's had rest.
I don't think DC loses.
Yeah.
I don't think you beat a guy twice on body shots.
Yeah.
Because I don't think DC is gonna get knocked out by Stipe.
Mm-hmm.
He could get. He's gotten knocked out before, but I don't think he gets knocked out by Stipe.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's gonna be a good fight. And I'm torn because I love DC. I haven't really enjoyed him as a fighter, but I love him as a person, as a commentator. Yeah. Just his fights.
He's kind of a shitty fighter.
His fights have just been kind of hit or miss for me. Like,
well, and it's when he's fought John Jones, and I
Mhm.
first person to say that I'm not a fan of John Jones. Kind of cringy though when they have exchanges. It's like, that's not DC.
Yep.
He's not that angry dude.
Yeah, like I love him when he's on the broadcast with Joe and Anik.
Yep.
So from that regard, like I like him, but as a fighter, I like Stipe's like not an easy guy to like either. He's just kind of there. Like he doesn't have much personality. It's hard to understand. Yeah. Matt Damon.
Stipe. Like yeah. Not that that's bad.
Yeah.
It's just that's who he is.
Yeah. It's there's just not much to it. So, but I also respect him. He's a firefighter. He's a father, a family man. He lives in Ohio.
Yeah.
Like. I don't know, like there's something about him too that I like. So it's like I'm not rooting against either one of them.
No.
But I'm kind of with you where I feel like I think DC
doesn't happen
might
again.
win it.
It doesn't happen again.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, dude.
But Stipe's a hell of a heavyweight, dude. He's owns the defensive heavyweight defense titles for defending the title.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's defended it like 3 times and then he won it back.
Yeah.
Like you can't like Stipe's a hell of a fighter, but so is DC, and DC's an Olympian. Like, do
you think instead of moving to Texas, we move to Ohio? I mean, we bring it up a lot.
I would move there in a heartbeat. Dude. When I went out there for work,
yeah.
Yep, 100%.
Where'd you go? What city?
We're in Columbus, in Dublin too.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Which I would move to Dublin. Oh yeah, 100%. And then I'm gonna retire in Dublin, Ireland.
Yep. I think Ohio might be the next choice.
Yeah.
Next pick.
Mm-hmm.
If we really did,
dude.
Whatever.
GV Art. Homage.
Yep. Corey Gregory.
Yep.
His gym.
Mm-hmm.
Ohio State.
Yep.
Duh.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty easy.
Well, in the Ohio State.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Coach Myers.
Well, he's not the coach anymore, but yeah. No, you're pretty close.
Is he not? Not Urban Myers, dude. Coach Myers for the wrestling.
Oh, I was like,
Corey G's. No,
yeah,
Corey G's.
No, man, he's not the fucking
coach
the
wrestling
anymore.
coach.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Shout out Coach Myers.
Yeah, shout out Coach Myers. Yeah. Talk about a dude that fluctuates in terms of body style. Have you
Myers?
Yeah.
Yeah, he cuts hard.
Yeah.
Like 2 times a year.
Yeah. And looks
also
huge.
His wife is a smoke show.
Oh boy. I can't speak to that. I wouldn't know. What are we talking about in terms of fights? I get off this.
Trilogies.
Jeez, man. When you talked about when you talked about DC.
Yeah.
Perfect spokesperson for
I thought you were going to say perfect body.
No. Perfect spokesperson for a fighter's PA.
Uh-huh.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, say something else.
Next
question.
Yeah. Next question.
Yeah.
Next question.
Yeah. Yeah, we doing an interview? Yeah. Next question.
Yeah. I agree. No comment.
Yeah, the UFC's in an interesting spot with a lot of the big time fighters, big name fighters. We're in a very hard spot.
They're like,
Man, I wish I would have brought up a second. You were thinking ahead.
yeah. You want me to go grab you one?
Yeah.
All right.
What do you want me to talk about?
Can you entertain the troops?
Yeah, what do you want me to talk about?
Talk about your plans for candy collection.
Oh, okay. Do you already talk about 4th of July or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Talk about candy collection. Yeah, so I mean, we're coming with a tattooed inspired line candy collection. I think we've talked about it. So a lot of it's going to be Sugar Skull related. We'll probably branch off of that. But probably the first release is going to be 4th of July. So we'll do something fun for 4th of July. Be a big Sugar Skull on the front of the shirt with obviously some Furry Turkey logo somewhere on the shirt. But it should be a fun line. We're pretty deep into tattoos. Mommy Mike and I have with coronavirus, we've actually reached out to the tattoo shop that we have been getting tattoos from, and they're now open back up. So that's nice to have because it's tough when you're getting tattoos for, I don't know, every month and a half or every 2 months getting tattoos. It's nice to be able to go back and experience it. So we've come up with back to the candy collection. Come up with a couple different themes or different ideas for the Sugar Skulls with different colorways and things like that. But yeah, it's pretty interesting to try to design some of that stuff when you're getting into the design of the Sugar Skulls, because there's a lot of colors and things to throw in. So it should be interesting. It's gonna be fun to design some of that brand and get into different colorways and stuff like that, because it's a little complicated. But welcome back. Thanks for grabbing me my drink. Just talking about candy collection.
Did you tell him about the tickle collection?
I was telling him about tattoos and how it's nice that we're getting back to getting tattoos when we usually go once every 2 months or once every month and a half. So
Yeah,
it'll be nice to get
I think
back.
since I've started getting them, this is probably the longest I've gone.
Yeah, it's hard to go without getting them, to be honest. But
Well,
it'll
it's
be fun to
nice
get
too
back.
because like we're buddies with our artists too, so it's just like it's nice to see him. I haven't seen him forever.
Yeah, it'll be fun to get back. So
Shout out Leviticus.
Leviticus tattoo.
How's that drink? Did I make it right?
Ooh.
What is it?
Food lemonade.
Oh, that's just straight lemonade.
Oh, Daddy likes.
What are you drinking? Truly?
Yeah, it's so good.
Truly lemonade. White Claw hasn't done shit with lemonade, huh? They're behind the times.
I don't know, man, but Truly might be my new thing. I really, really, really like it. Really like it. Especially this whole like lemonade thing. With lemonade, they do mango lemonade, they do cherry lemonade, they do strawberry lemonade, they do black cherry lemonade. Your boy might be on the Truly train.
Or the lemonade train.
Or the choo-choo train.
Oh, yeah. Fuck me like a choo-choo train.
Oh, yeah. that video. Oh, fuck daddy. Oh.
What's the choo-choo train thing that you used to say? It's like fuck me like a choo-choo
Oh,
train.
no.
What is
They
that?
will. I think it's Jimmy Gibberish on YouTube. They're talking to him, and he's a homeless guy, and they're like, "Yeah," and they was fucking one another. They was fucking one another on Magnolia Street, and they was fucking one another in the ass like a choo-choo train. That's what you were thinking of.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Oh.
And they was on 144 on Magnolia Street, and they was fucking one another in the ass like a choo-choo train. Oh, those are some of the funniest videos. I bet you can't find them anymore on
No.
YouTube. I bet you they took them down.
Did you watch Ronnie Coleman on Joe?
So good.
I started. I haven't finished it yet. It's like one of those ones that I was saving. I was like, oh yeah, I
It's
want to actually listen to this one.
It's like he's not. It's not as coherent's a terrible word to use. It's not as like inspiring as C.T. Fletcher.
yeah.
C.T. Fletcher was like, oh, I could go run through a brick wall after listening to this guy.
Mm-hmm. Well, because he's still doing the thing.
He is still doing the thing.
Yeah.
But listening to some of the stuff that I actually found one of the pieces really interesting where I try not to ruin it for you, but you'll listen to it and you'll understand what I'm saying. Ronnie Coleman went to school. He went and got a 4-year degree to be an accountant because he was like, well, I can't. The only reason he started doing bodybuilding was to get a free membership at the gym.
I heard
so you
that
heard
part.
that part. So he went to
Also,
school to be an
not going to remember this conversation.
Yeah,
so
so
you're good.
He went to school to be an accountant. He tried to do that, I think, he said for 3 or 4 years and couldn't get a job, so he went in to be a police officer.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, think if one of those accounting firms would have taken a shot on a dude that won Mr. Olympia, regardless of if he took fucking steroids or not, because all of them were taking steroids.
Oh, yeah.
You still have to. It has nothing to do with
I don't
that.
think that's even considered cheating.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everyone looks at it with that stigma of like, oh, he took steroids. Yeah, but all
that's
of them do.
bodybuilding.
Yeah, all of them do.
Yeah.
And he was not bashful about that. Whereas some of them, you're like you get some of them, they don't want to talk about it, even though they did. He was like, yeah.
Like, even Arnold, I feel like he doesn't really talk about
No,
it.
he was like, yeah, I mean, we're all doing test. He goes, we're all doing test, DECA.
All natural.
Yeah, he's like, we're doing test, DECA, all this stuff. Like,
That was a terrible
But he
Arnold
goes,
impression.
this wasn't like, it wasn't like the crazy shit you're seeing now.
Yeah.
Well,
they're not even, like, human now. They're so, like, bulbousy and
Did you
thick.
hear
It's
what
just like back in the Arnold Schwarzenegger days, Ronnie Coleman days, they still looked like people.
So his,
They had a deep V.
I think
They
when
were veiny, vascular as hell. Did it make me
take it
hard?
easy,
Yeah,
dude.
Ooh, yeah.
So
yeah.
in one of them, you're talking about how guys are getting like looking weird with how big they are.
Yeah.
They told the judges after he won, they told him, they said, hey, next year you should probably lose a little weight.
Yeah,
They go,
I heard that
you
part
look
too.
too big.
Yeah, I heard that part too.
And so
Maybe I'll listen to the whole thing.
Think about one of these accounting firms that decided not to, and I honestly think stigma of that day, because of Ronnie Coleman, because of where he grew up, everything else.
Yeah.
Think about it. One of these accounting firms that would have taken a shot on this dude
Mm-hmm.
who worked his ass off for 15 years to be an 8 or 9 time Mr. Olympia.
Yeah.
Think about how much money he would have made some of these places.
Yeah.
If he would have gotten a real job and never would have become Mr. Olympia, a dude that just busts his dick
Yeah.
for 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy to think about. Like, oh, what if his life would have taken a different path?
Yeah.
You'd be hearing about Ronnie Coleman writing books about how he made these firms
Well,
so
that's
much
like
money.
you hear about that like with any successful people. It's like, well, what would you be doing if you weren't doing this? Something successful. Like they just have like a work ethic and a mentality about them where it's like it doesn't fucking matter what avenue they go down, they're gonna be the best at it.
Well, I think you'll notice when you listen to that part, Joe kind of pauses for a second, and I think he's thinking, how would you not have hired this guy?
Yeah.
How do you not hire this guy?
Mm-hmm.
Just the drive and the mentality. How
Yeah.
would you not have hired this guy?
Mm-hmm.
Some different reason.
Yeah.
And I think you can draw conclusions to what some of those reasons probably were.
Yeah.
But it's super interesting. I really like listening to him. Just because I also think, too, like, following or listening or, like, watching and being enamored with some of those guys just because of the work ethic and, like, some of the amounts of weight that Ronnie Coleman was putting up, like, his attitude about lightweight, like,
Yeah. Those
so
videos were the
cool.
best.
Yeah, so cool. Where you're like, just a
Like, think
cool
about-
person
think
to
about it,
listen
dude.
to.
We weren't really even alive when he was Mr. Olympia. Like
We weren't.
Like we might have been like young, like
We were super young.
younger than 10.
98?
Younger than 10. So we
Yeah.
were 7, 8 years old.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't know him,
No.
but we know him
Yeah.
before Joe Rogan.
Yep.
We know who Ronnie Coleman is
Yep.
because of those lightweight videos. Because, dude, he has such a fucking legacy about him.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
There's like, I think.
And he wasn't like an Arnold where he was in movies and in politics.
not
and
Jay
all this
Cutler.
stuff.
He's not like a Jay Cutler type where Jay
Where
Cutler's
he's-
putting his name out
He's
there.
all over YouTube,
Yeah.
bodybuilding.com. Like, but you know who Ronnie Coleman is more so than some of those other guys. Even
Ronnie Coleman is the name.
I
with bodybuilding.
bet more people know Ronnie Coleman than Jay Cutler. Like
Oh,
casuals.
yeah. Yes.
Like if you just pick someone off the street, I
Yeah,
bet more
like-
people know who Ronnie Coleman is than Jay
100%.
Cutler.
Even the guy who
Yeah.
the guy who's won, I think 8 times in a row, or 7 times in a row, who's been the most recent Mr. Olympia.
That's a Schaub's friend, right?
Yes.
Yeah. What's his name? Isn't it Greg or something?
No. But again, we don't know his name.
Yeah. Phil.
Phil Heath.
Yeah, Phil Heath.
Phil Heath.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Whose name is more synonymous with bodybuilding, Ronnie Coleman or Phil Heath?
Yeah, Ronnie Coleman.
Everyone knows who Ronnie
Yeah.
Coleman is.
Well, even you think about Rich Piana.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched his videos?
Yeah.
Dude, I go through phases with like content that I watch.
Yeah.
At least once every 18 months, I binge watch Rich Piana's like vlog series
Yeah.
where it's
The
it's
Mutant?
literally it's literally the same thing every single day. It's him waking up, doing cardio,
Eating
and then
a
he
shit
like
ton of
he
food.
takes all his drugs,
Yeah.
and then he makes his oatmeal, and then he goes to the gym, and then he like works out with his hot girlfriend with the fake tits, and then he goes and has like a shake in the parking lot,
Yeah.
and then he goes and eats a meal, and then they go and edit videos, and then they go for like a super late dinner and go out to like In-N-Out or
Yeah.
Shake Shack or whatever. Every video is the exact same thing, exact same make and model, just rinse and repeat. Addicting to watch for some reason.
Yeah.
And I skip through all the workout shit. It's just like fascinating to watch that this guy was like just doing this, making millions doing it.
Yeah.
It's so every 18 months I
It's
go through and just
fascinating.
binge watch.
Yeah, I agree. It's
And it makes
fascinating.
when he's eating, dude, it makes me so hungry. He
Yeah.
eats so much
He
food.
eats
I'm just
so
like,
much.
oh, dude, I want.
He made me
oatmeal."
like rice.
Dude. He
Where I was
made
like, he eats so much rice.
He made me think of putting Frosted Flakes in a shake, blending it up, ice, milk, Frosted Flakes, and protein powder.
Yeah.
The sugar from the Frosted Flakes and the crunchiness
Yeah.
in your shake, so fucking good,
Yeah,
dude.
dude.
I can't describe it. It's so good.
That's it. He was one of
And
the
he
people-
wasn't he was like he was winning competitions when he was young, and then he just went and ballooned up on steroids, was super honest about
Yeah.
all of the drugs that he was
That's what I was
taking,
gonna say.
and then he got tatted up, and once you get tatted up, you're not
Pretty much
winning any
done.
competitions.
Yeah.
Because you lose all your vascularity essentially.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Is he was the most honest
Yep.
about what was going on in bodybuilding
Yep.
that nobody wanted
Yep.
to talk
That's-
about, but everyone
I think
knew.
that's why his YouTube stuff was so popular, because he was just honest about it. He
Yeah.
goes, "Yep, I'm taking 50 milligrams of this, or injecting this, or whatever." And,
Yeah, and he's like, "This is when I do
Yeah.
it. This is how I cycle it. All this stuff."
Mhm.
Yeah, it was really interesting.
And I would never even think about doing that stuff, but it was just interesting to see someone that was doing it,
Yeah.
talk about it, and live it. And then he went through like a breakup, and like it was a fucking soap opera. It's like it's trash TV on YouTube, and it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I
And
think
his supplements are good. Like he's got the real food sweet potato carbohydrate supplement. That's what he like put in his shakes. He was about drugs, but he was also about like his supplements, like his like protein and stuff. It was like real food, real nutrition, kind of on-y type stuff where it's like you need real food too. You can't just take
another guy
drugs.
you for sure have seen, Jason Hugh, who started Steel Supplements, who's tight with Dan Bilzerian.
Yeah, I would recognize him. I don't know the name though.
So that's
know
the stuff
Steel.
that's stuff that I took.
So intense.
Oh, this if you want to talk about legit stuff, that's it.
Yeah.
That is the
No thanks.
it's I thought about getting another stack of it. One of their stacks, $260,
No thanks.
and it lasts
dude.
you 30 days.
What the only supplement I take is a BCA and Cocoa Pebbles protein powder.
Yeah, it's
So good.
but in terms of like what we're talking
Yeah.
about with Rich Piana, it's like
yeah.
there's some of those guys who they did take steroids, but they had some legit products that they created. Like
Mhm.
Jason Hugh created some of the best products that they make.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
No, I
can't
see what you're
find
saying.
stuff that's on the market that's like that
Yeah,
stuff.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
really
that like
interesting.
is in it's not like a ISN or BSN type deal.
No.
where- yeah.
It's not like a big time thing. It's not made from a big company. These
Mhm.
guys made their stuff and they make it themselves.
Yeah. Well, even like a Corey Gregory with branching off from, he started Muscle Farm, but then branching off of Muscle Farm when it got so big
Mm-hmm.
and starting Max Effort Muscle.
Mm-hmm.
so sick, and it's exploded.
There's another one that I've watched. He was a bodybuilder for a while. He was in the military. He became a bodybuilder, pseudo bodybuilder, not really trying to be in competitions, I don't think, but got pretty big, and then now is doing marathons and triathlons. Bear Nutrition, Bare is his last name. I can't remember his first name.
Oh, like the paint?
Yeah, like Bayer.
Yeah,
paint.
you go like
It's
you
actually
go
that's
eat
Bayer
paint.
paint.
You go eat the paint.
You're an idiot. Bear.
Oh, you just chug paint?
Yeah, he goes. You just fill up
What
your
color?
muscles with chugging paint.
What color? Amber red?
Yeah. No,
Oh,
burnt orange.
oh,
He lives in
oh,
Texas, Austin, Texas. Burnt orange.
Autumn Eves.
Burnt orange.
Orange bear.
Dude, no, but
paint.
how
Chug
he
it,
set
dude,
how
to
he
get
set up his
muscles.
office is exactly how we would talk about it. A warehouse with a massive gym in it.
Oh yeah.
Massive.
And a skate park.
Yep. And then has his offices in the front.
Hey, can you tell the people that I did a strawberry milkshake today?
Yeah. No one knows what that is. What did I call it?
A little dipstick.
Yeah, a little dipstick. A nice dipstick. That's what I'm calling it from now on.
Yeah. I like it.
We're making up a trick, dude. You have to make up a trick.
So hard. They're all
Nope, they're not all made.
They're all taken, dude.
They're not. What about a double strawberry milkshake? Oh, someone called it a double strawberry. No, they call it a dipstick. We came up with a name.
Yeah.
If you do a double, so you
You
have
gotta,
to
like,
land on it and then flip it again.
You gotta like toss it over to your other
you have to
foot
flip it with your
and then
opposite
flip
leg.
it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Call it a dipstick.
Yeah. I'll never land that, but yeah, that's the dipstick.
All right. Well, someone will land it for
I'm
us.
pretty limited still. But I have fun with it.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's good.
I make the little kids
I'm
at the
glad.
park happy.
Yeah.
They like to watch me.
What I was gonna say before you cut me off 75 times was listening
were
to
we talking
Ronnie.
about?
Listening to Ronnie
Oh, yeah.
Coleman was like, there's a couple different people where I've listened to Mike Tyson, Ronnie Coleman, and CT Fletcher, where it's those iconic names in whatever they were doing or whatever they've done. We're like life-changing thing to
Yeah.
listen to.
I've been binging Mike Tyson's podcast,
I haven't listened
Hotboxing.
to it. I should listen to it.
His co-host is legit too. I didn't know this. He was an ex-NFL player.
Who is it?
Oh, Evan something. I forget his name.
I'll have to look it up.
Yeah. But they it's just super interesting. He keeps Tyson on track.
Yeah.
Like,
You could tell Tyson
Yeah.
could probably fall off the rails
yeah.
a little bit.
I'm blanking on his name. I feel
I'll
bad.
look it up. No, it's fine. I'll look it up while you talk about it.
Yeah.
Andrew Santino, who's been on it? Andrew Santino's? No, who's just talking about
Well,
that they've been
I
on
was
it?
watching the one with Wiz Khalifa. That one was really interesting.
Who was just talking about it on Rogan that they've been on? Oh, Henry Cejudo.
Henry Cejudo, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
I haven't watched that one yet, but I watched Wiz Khalifa. I watched Tyron Woodley.
Hey, how much do you like Henry Cejudo after his interview with Joe?
A lot more.
Yeah, a lot more.
And I kind of knew that like he wasn't who the person that he was portraying.
Yeah.
But it was good to have him on there.
Yeah.
His DMT story with Tyson was really interesting.
I didn't know Henry was kind of like that.
No, I
When-
would have never.
When he
guessed
smoked
that.
with Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that he was like that.
Yeah.
You
he's
can
like-
tell he's real
like,
introspective.
Joe, you got any weed up in here?
You can tell he's super introspective.
Yeah.
Super
When he's just like,
introspective.
I appreciate him too that he realized what the game was about. He's like, okay, I got to make kind of a name for myself. And he went out and did it. And his team supported him in it. And they like helped him kind of be that like cringy character.
Yeah.
And then, and it's cool too that he didn't get absorbed in it and didn't become it. And now he can take a step back and just be himself too.
Yeah, right. You weren't far off. Eben Britton.
Evan Britton, yeah.
He's a football offensive guard.
But he's had some cool stories and I think some cool experiences like with the psychedelic stuff. And because he was talking about on
Can you talk about?
I think it was
you wanna
on-
talk about CTE. Talk about offensive guard.
Yeah.
Anybody. I mean,
Yeah.
anybody in the NFL.
he played for Jacksonville and the Bears,
Yeah.
I think.
Yep.
And but he was talking about how he had went through, I think he was probably cheating on his wife or something, and they went through a lot of stuff. But he just talking about like his growth and his story.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very interesting. And he's just
Yeah,
he's
shows
very
that.
like he's a big jack dude, but he's super like he's like a big teddy bear now, and he's just like very reflective, introspective. Like
I think some of that'd be really beneficial, especially for NFL athletes. I think a lot of fighters are very very introspective, which you don't see. But I think a lot of NFL players could benefit from some of weed or psychedelics or
or
whatever
even like
it is.
Megatron. And
He always
who was
he's-
that running back? Ricky Williams.
Well,
He
Percy
quit.
Percy Harvin.
Yeah, Percy Harvin.
Percy Harvin said he was high for every game. I don't think that's the right route to go.
No. But like Megatron was more like
He didn't take painkillers.
Yeah, he's like I
smoked
refuse
weed.
to take painkillers.
And one of the most educated football players in the NFL at the time was
Yeah.
Megatron. He went to Georgia Tech and he got his degree at Georgia Tech in 4 years while being a full-time athlete.
Yeah.
So super well educated, and it was like I'm not taking painkillers. Smoked weed throughout his entire career in the NFL and came out and talked about it. I think a lot of fighting's based off of the love of fighting for a lot of fighters. Football is based off of aggression. You don't even have to be an aggressive person and like fighting
Yeah.
or be a good
Yeah.
fighter.
Well, and that's why football players can get paid millions and still play football. Whereas
Yeah.
fighters, there's I didn't read an article. I just saw an article about it. I saw a headline about
Hey,
it.
classic you. Hey, send us stuff that you've never watched before, and it's the most fucked up video of all time. No,
Almost that stuff. I
dude,
like.
why'd you send that to us? Don't know. Didn't watch it. No,
Thought
didn't
you'd
watch
enjoy
it.
it.
Yeah.
But it was about like how just like there's probably a fine line of like paying fighters too much or too little, where it's like you got to find that balance where it's like if you pay them too much, they might lose that drive to fight and they might not fight anymore for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where you got to find that balance with it.
Yeah.
Whereas football, it feels like you kind of pay these guys as much as you can, and they still have that aggression and
Yeah, because
drive
football's
to
based
play.
off of aggression.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a sport that's based off of physical aggression. I think a lot of players should benefit from it. And then I think there's some sports that could probably use less of it. I think that there's certain sports that
Like baseball, it's so slow.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah, like all those players smoking
Take some cocaine and play
Yeah.
faster.
like all those
Smoke some meth and throw a fastball.
Yeah, all those players in the MLB that are smoking weed and they play the game way slower that way. No, I think there's some sports that could use probably less of that. But then, yeah, there's some sports that could probably use more of introspection rather than it being based off of just pure aggression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the head trauma sports, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Hockey.
Hockey's a hard one.
Does hockey have a lot of head trauma issues? They just
Some
don't-
people do.
They just don't talk.
It's just
about
some players do.
it. Yeah.
They've had more because pads have gotten more sophisticated and they don't have fighting. If you ever want to watch a Netflix series, I think it's called Guardians of the Ice.
Mm-hmm.
They
I feel like
talk
we've
about
talked about this before.
it talks about how there's no more fighting's very looked down upon, and they've changed fines, they've changed penalty minutes, they've changed all the stuff about fighting. Whereas back in the day, like Sidney Crosby, if he gets one more concussion, he's probably done playing forever.
Yeah.
One of the best
And that's
players to
because
ever
he
play.
doesn't have
an
the
enforcer. Yeah, and he can't because of the way that they've changed the rules in the NHL and they've changed the pads. It used to hurt when you'd hit people.
Yeah.
Now, same with football. It doesn't really hurt when you hit somebody unless you lead with your head.
Yeah.
That's the only time you really get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with hockey. Pads used to be so tiny, it would be painful when you hit somebody. But it's a way. The scary thing about hockey is if it gets any worse or head trauma becomes any worse, hockey may have a hard time existing because it's a very expensive sport. One, as you're growing up in most states, it's very expensive, but you're going twice the speed of when you're running.
Yeah.
You're moving a lot faster and hitting people a lot harder than when you're running and playing football.
Well, speak for yourself. You've never seen me skate.
I mean, you're going about half the speed as everybody else.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's a scary thing to think about is hockey. You're going twice the speed and you're hitting people hard with more force,
Yeah.
like a Mack truck.
Mm-hmm.
So
Into boards.
into boards. So
Onto ice.
it's been there's a lot of issues with hockey that I think are gonna come to light with a lot of these players.
Whatever, dude.
Did you lose it?
Whatever.
Did you lose your mind for a little bit?
Whatever, dude.
Did you lose your mind for a little bit?
Whatever. Give me your T-shirt.
I know. So jealous. So jealous.
Hey,
It's so
I
nice.
haven't been to Target since quarantine.
I haven't been to Target in 3 years. The first time I've ever gone, I don't go in. When Lady goes, I go, can you just grab me something to drink? I'm going to sit in the car. Went into Target just to do our registry. That's it. I will never go back. I have no
Why?
reason. Because I don't like it.
You like the T-shirts though?
Only reason I'll go in.
Yeah.
Did I get T-shirts when we went for our registry? Yeah, I did.
Dude, I love Target. When I
Oh,
worked
good.
downtown, I would just walk down there every day.
I'm not a fan. I don't know why. Never been a fan. But I do like their T-shirts. I'll give them that. They got better T-shirts than anybody.
Fuck you, dude. What about furryturkey.com? They have the best
Goes
T-shirts in the
without
land.
Goes without saying.
Jesus Christ.
Goes without saying. I don't have to say that.
Hey, no, you're steering people wrong here. Oh yeah, go to Target. Check out Target. No, go to Furry Turkey.
Hey, go to Target for your furry turkey merch. Oh wait, you can't.
Go to furryturkey.com for your T-shirts. Do we have Zelda T-shirts? No, but do we have fun T-shirts? Yes.
Bombs Homes.
Yes. John does 5K.
That's a good idea. We're gonna do that.
Yeah, we have to.
We have to. We've talked enough about it. We have
Yeah,
to.
it'll be the only event created from a T-shirt. Whereas like most T-shirts are created from events,
Yep.
it'll be the event created from a T-shirt. The Jaundice 5K.
Should we do the 4th of July Jaundice Jaunt?
Maybe. Dude, I'm pumped to get some 4th of July T-shirts going.
I know. I was talking about the sugar or the candy collection Sugar
Yeah.
Skull T-shirts. I think it's gonna be a good line.
Mm-hmm.
I think we try to pump it really hard for 3 weeks. Could we try to find people? Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Hey, get
Hey.
the intern working, dude.
Yes.
Get the intern
Yeah, we have
working.
an intern.
She's already
need-
started.
Yeah, her name is intern. That's she
She's-
doesn't. She's got to graduate to a better name than
She
that.
started but hasn't officially started. When is her first day of employment?
Tomorrow,
Okay, perfect.
I'll text her at 6 a.m. saying, "Hey, wake up, time to
Please.
get to work."
Hey, let's all be in a group chat, the Furry Turkey group chat.
Yes.
Please
Yep.
do it tomorrow morning. Say your first day starts today.
Yep. Hey, wake up, starting now.
She goes, "What do you mean? Today? It's your
Yep.
first day."
Yep. Here's your access to everything. Start posting.
She goes, "What do you want me to post?" Figure it out.
Hey, figure it out.
Yeah, I think tomorrow's her first day.
Yeah.
Huh?
Post this episode. No, we got the episode with Old Man Ginner posting tomorrow.
I
If
think
you're still on this, go check it out. Minnesota Wildlife Foundation.
I think it's gonna be heavy wildlife, heavy hunting. People who enjoy that stuff. I think it's.
I enjoyed it. I was happy to sit back and listen.
Yeah, as you should.
Yeah.
'Cause you know nothing.
Mommy knows his place,
Because
dude.
you know nothing.
Mommy knows his place, man.
Yeah, it was a good podcast. I thoroughly enjoyed myself for selfish reasons because it was a lot of stuff that I wanted to understand.
Yeah, but that's what. If you
And
want to
when I'm saying
understand it, other people want to understand it.
And when I'm saying selfish reasons, because you were on your knees most of the podcast sucking. That's why it was selfish.
Why? I didn't
'Cause you kept
research.
your
I didn't.
mouth
I didn't
shut.
prepare.
Because you kept your mouth
Yeah.
shut.
Hey, as I should. I didn't want to interrupt.
No, it was a good podcast. I think it was good podcast all around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun.
I felt like young Jamie. I was just a producer.
Do we have to trademark? I mean, do we have to pay him something for saying his
Yep.
name?
I Venmoed him $3.
So what's intern's name? I mean, young intern.
Nope, intern.
Just
Don't
intern?
say young intern. That's real creepy.
Oh, I mean, she's of age.
That's even more creepy. Just intern.
Let's just put it this way: she's an intern. She's close within the circle of people.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the only reason why it's funny that I say it that way.
Nope, still creepy.
That's still pretty.
Still
funny.
creepy.
Still pretty
Intern.
funny.
Intern. It
Can't
is.
can't wait till she edits this and then hears me say that.
She won't be editing this one. She's gonna take the time capsules.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
Go check out Time Capsule Thursdays.
Yeah, I feel like those are like the first one getting some traction. I feel like the time capsules, people really enjoy the time.
Yeah.
I think honestly, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think these ones might be a little too long for people.
They'll learn to love them.
You know what I'm saying though?
Yeah.
I think some people shy away from them because they're so long.
Yeah.
I think people like them later on.
But you know what? We can always come back and do clips.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's bad to post them. I'm just saying I don't think we're getting as many views,
Yeah.
which I'm not super concerned about right away.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's why, is because they're so long.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Yeah.
Because the first time capsule is like over 20.
Yeah. Well, I think that's why it's good we're doing a mix.
Yeah.
And I think I'll always keep, because we did some long time capsules.
Mhm.
I'm going to always break those up into just
hours.
individual
Into hundreds.
hours. Yeah. Into hundreds.
Into hundreds.
Into hundos, dude.
And-
Into those Sacagaweas, you know?
Hmm.
What? She's on $100 bill, isn't she?
She's on like the $10 coin or whatever.
Oh, she's on the dollar coin. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, close though. Hey, you
Whatever,
were
dude.
close.
She should be on the hundo. Her and Lewis and Clark. They led the way.
No, bad idea. Don't go down that road.
They did. That's the story, man.
Lewis and Clark.
Yeah, they met up with Sacagawea. She showed them the way, and then they did the Louisiana Purchase.
Yeah. What'd that lead to, Pierce?
We bought Louisiana, man.
Let's just not go down this road.
I don't know what happened after that. I'm speaking straight from a night at the museum. That's all I learned.
Okay, so everyone can take what you're saying with a grain of salt because all you're talking about is from night at the museum.
Yep, that's where I got all my history facts from.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yep.
Let's put some context
Not
to
you,
it.
Miss Benjamin, you fucking bitch.
Yeah. Let's put some context to it before people get pissed and they fucking dox our podcast. How about that? Let's put some context to it. Holy shit. We're about to cancel us before we even get started.
For the Louisiana Purchase, dude? You don't know your history.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. It's okay. We're still best friends. You're an idiot. Just stop. On whatever track you were going down with Sacagawea, just let it be that.
Just like the
Just
name.
let it be that. Just let it be that.
I want a hat.
On the dollar coin.
I want a hat like Lewis and Clark. I used to have a raccoon hat, and I lost it, and I want one back.
All right. Great. We can get you one for 4th
No,
of
wait,
July.
that's not Lewis and Clark. That's Daniel Boone.
Speaking of, what are you gonna do for 4th?
Don't listen to me for history, dude.
What are we? So you've been talking about for months what you're doing for 4th of July. You had some like thing planned for 4th of July.
COVID got in the way of that. I'm not doing it.
What was it?
I was gonna do cornrows.
What do you mean they got in the way of that?
Well, I can't get a hair appointment between now and 4th of July.
We can make a couple phone calls. Well, we could make a couple phone calls.
she's so busy.
Okay, and
It's not worth it. I don't want to do it.
no, it's totally
and
worth it.
now the secret's blown, so I don't want to do it. I wanted to one up you with the cornrows because my hair's so long right now. It'd be straight Sugar Sean O'Malley style cornrows. His hair's a little longer than mine, but
Yeah, you could do
it'd
it.
be long. As
I've done
fuck.
it at your length.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that was the plan. Now I'll probably just do pigtails for you,
Alright.
or wife will braid my hair. But I was gonna go and like get a trim and do just like straight up like hardcore.
That would have been nice.
Yeah,
Well, we could find you a place if you really want to go.
yeah. But it's not. I don't go to any place. I gotta go to our girl. You know.
She's not do shit. She could do cornrows, but I mean, come on.
My business only goes to one place.
That's true. My business only goes to one place, and it's the bathroom where I cut my own hair.
Yep. Are you talking about the? Oh yeah, you're like.
My butthole hairs, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, my butt hairs.
Yeah. Okay. I see.
I can't wait to cut my mullet. I'm keeping it growing for the next 3 weeks, and then I'm cutting it the day before 4th of July.
It's not even that long.
I wish I could have kept it going, because before we got our engagement pictures, it was pretty long.
Yeah. Well, this was the year too, because you didn't have to go in anywhere. You were on lockdown. Like, if you could have just like Like, think about it. If you would have started January
I started
1st,
in January. I
if you would
did.
have started January 1st, we got into COVID, and you just don't cut it, you would have had some lettuce back there,
I did.
dude.
I did have some. Good
Now
stuff.
it's just kind of like it's kind of like the rest of yourself, where it's just like, oh, have you hit puberty? I can't tell.
I think you're just jealous because you can't. I mean, you don't have a Zelda.
You thought I was gonna carve a mullet out, though, didn't you? You thought that was the plan.
I don't know. I thought you were gonna do something with your hair. I just didn't know what it was.
Yeah, I would never shave this. It's too nice.
It looks too homeless
Yeah,
for you.
I need a trim though.
No, you don't. For what?
It's so heavy. I just need it thinned out.
For what?
I don't know.
I mean, you're gonna be blow drying your hair sooner than later. So
Well,
who cares?
I'm actually trying to time my haircuts around your wedding a little bit.
Or are you gonna keep it long
Yeah.
for the wedding? Slick
Mhm.
it back.
Mm-hmm.
That would be good.
Well, that's the thing. I haven't had to actually do my hair since March, so I don't know what it's gonna look
We're
like.
making
for your wedding.
everybody clean shave.
Oh yeah. I'm just doing a mustache.
Could you imagine we make you clean shave with your super long hair?
I
You
would
look like
just-
a
I-
hey, you look like a little girl.
I would just break out in acne
You
everywhere.
look like a little girl.
If you made me like straight razor shave, just acne everywhere.
Little girl. You look like a little girl, a little baby girl.
No, I've actually been timing out my beard shaves. I'm like, okay, if I'm 2 weeks out, that's like perfect for pictures. For
Whose wedding? My goodness.
that's
Yeah.
perfect for your wedding.
Yeah, I think, in all reality, I think I'm doing a haircut like I did for your wedding for mine. Little side part, not heavy carve, but nice little side part.
Wait, what?
For my wedding.
You said that backwards, didn't you? I'm not slow here. You said it backwards.
Yeah, I'm doing the haircut I had for your wedding for mine.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Yeah,
That
I
makes
think
sense.
you're right. I think I did that
Yeah.
backwards. You got me all.
I went
got me all-
I went cross-eyed there for a
Yeah.
second.
Think about how when I have to listen to you for hours.
Hey, for my wedding, I had a fuckboy haircut for sure.
Yeah, I'm doing that. Except for I'm gonna have no facial hair, so it makes me even more fuckboy.
Yeah.
Well, is that it? Are you ready to be done? I mean, you looked at the timer like it was time to be done.
Well, I was just making sure we were still recording after I.
I had literally made to pee my pants again.
All right, let's wrap it up.
You want to wrap it up?
Yeah, let's
Alright.
wrap it
That
up.
was a good session.
Yeah. As you said, like no one's probably listening by now anyways. So
after an hour, everyone just shuts it off.
yeah. Hey, if you're still listening right now, put an F in the chat.
Yeah. Oh, F.
All right, go follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Furry Turkey or Furry.turkey. I don't know.
You might see a little bit more activity. The intern's gonna be hitting up the pages.
Yeah, be kind to the intern.
Yeah.
Be nice to her.
Yeah.
Cut her some slack.
We'll make sure she puts a hashtag I at the end of it, just so you know it's the intern posting stuff, not us.
Yeah, we have to
Hashtag
differentiate.
I. We make her just post things.
Just hashtag interns.com.
She's the first intern of interns.com, dude.
She is. We don't even own that yet.
But we will. We'll buy you out, bitches.
Yeah. We'll give you max price at interest.
Yeah. You're
Hashtag
welcome.
negotiations.
You're
All right.
welcome.
See ya. Love ya.
Bye.
Bye.